And just wanted to shoot a quick little intro video for the first video of the channel. Thanks for tuning in. First of all, Pop Retro, what it is an offshoot of a couple of websites that I blog at. One called moviesanddrinks.com, and of course, like the title says, it's mostly about movies. We review movies and talk about movies there. And another website called drunktv.net, which, as you can imagine, is about TV and television. Mostly nostalgic, retro, vintage TV and vintage movies. And I have a soft spot for things from the 80s. That's when I grew up as a kid, so I collect a lot of stuff like that. Now, at first I thought, why does YouTube need another channel that has to do with physical media collecting? And, you know, I guess it doesn't. But I figured, since I watch a lot of them and a lot of you cover a lot of the same stuff, I still enjoy watching them. The reason why is because everybody has a different take on what they like. And even if you wind up covering the same things or the same releases, if something's new that came out in the same week, it's always a different angle that each channel brings to it. But more often than not, the stuff that's covered is different from channel to channel. And I think that's pretty cool because everybody has their favorites and everybody kind of goes down a slightly different path, even if in general we all enjoy collecting physical media and things like that. Now, I didn't start out as a collector of physical media. When I was a kid, I used to videotape crap off of TV all the time. And so I wound up with a big collection of VHS that were recorded by me, along with buying VHS when it became more affordable in the 90s. And so I really stocked up on that stuff. And I was always kind of behind the technology times because I didn't have a ton of money to spend on that stuff. So when DVD came out, and especially in the late 90s, early 2000s, when VHS started really going down in price, I started really buying a lot of those up instead of buying DVDs. So I wound up with a big VHS collection. And then when DVDs kind of came down in price, in the mid-2000s, I guess, I really started collecting them and replacing out a lot of my VHS. And now, in recent years, I didn't jump on the high-def bandwagon. I didn't jump on Blu-ray or HD DVD right away. But over the past, I want to say 3 years, I've really started to pick up my collecting of that. Mainly because there's been a lot of great releases that didn't get DVD releases on a lot of low-budget, independent, exploitation type films from all eras, but especially the 80s. And a lot of great companies are coming out with a lot of that stuff. But also just regular catalog titles from the big studio films are now really affordable on Blu-ray. You can find them for literally $6, $5, $4, and at thrift stores even cheaper. So I've been switching out a lot of my DVDs and VHSs with Blu-rays now, as well as just buying films that I never had. So I'll pull some of those films and talk about them in future videos, and talk about the things that I've purchased, talk about the things I'm collecting, talk about the things that I'm currently watching. And also, I have a lot of crap to give away too. Old DVDs, some old a Blu-ray here and there, and some old TV on DVD sets. In fact, I grew up more of a TV fan than a movie fan, which I think is probably rare. Probably because I didn't go to the movies a lot as a kid. And so when all my friends loved Star Wars, I loved Battlestar Galactica. So anyhow, that's kind of the feel of the channel that you're going to get. And I will randomly pull things out from my collection, and occasionally maybe go off on some tangents, like pull out some books that I'm reading, some comic books that I'm reading or that I've had since I was a kid, and of course the vinyl albums and CD collections that I also collect. So a lot of that stuff is a lot of fun. So I'm videotaping this in October, so I will probably come back with the first regular video. And it will be a couple of films that were recently released, vintage films, and that are of the horror genre variety. So hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you again.